What's up, you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at some of the crypto platforms or crypto aggregators or crypto digital platforms. For example, we'll take a look at Coinbase, Riot, and MSTR, where that is the Microstrategy stock. So all these three, Mara and Bitcoin, I already did videos on these two over the weekend, so check those out on my channel if you are interested in those as well. So we'll do the technical analysis, the price action, some of the plays as well that are developing on this. We'll talk about those as well going into this week, how these things can be traded, and all in all, it's just my educational opinion, and that's all, nothing more than that. None of this is any financial advice. You are solely responsible for your own financial decisions and outcomes. I am only just sharing my opinion as I said, educational advice, that's all. So starting off with Coinbase here, what are we seeing lately? Now, couple of things I want to do first is remove this red line. These were the previous plays that we talked about of the breakout above these levels can give us some long plays. We got all of that. I'm gonna get rid of this now, and then I'm also gonna get rid of this supply zone for now. So where the price action is right now, it is rejecting at this overhead supply zone that we have had. Now, this is the cool off that is happening. Coinbase is still in the higher highs and higher lows. Yes, this is a deeper pullback onto the 20 days moving average, but we found support there. What do we make out of it at this place? Is it a long play here? Is it just a pullback, or can it cool off? All that. So let's go to the hourly interval and let's talk over there. So in the cool off, what has coin did so far is that it came down to 200 hours moving average and found support there so far, right? Now, as where the price action is right now, since it found support at 200 hours moving average, continuous cool off is only going to be an intraday for now, at least, okay? And that will be only if we lose this level of 261, then we can come down to 256, but nothing more than that so far. There is a chance that we might react at 200 hours moving average again. Otherwise, as it's looking good, as soon as it breaks above 50 hours moving average for intraday play, this will again become a bullish long play on intraday, and then can turn into swing long play as well. And then since this supply zone has been acting quite nicely for many times now, I do expect it to test this supply zone again. So right now I'm not comfortable holding it beyond that, also for the reasons that this red sell-off is coming quite with big candles here on the supply zones here, which is the retest here as well of the previous supply zone. So it's only, I would say, an intraday play unless price action confirms more, and that will be then short play if it breaks $250 level. Then it will start to become swing short play, but right now it hasn't done that yet. But this is how Coinbase needs to be traded, only intraday for the levels that I just talked about. Easy peasy. Let's take a look at Riot. It's going to be a very simple video. You're gonna enjoy till the very end. Easy peasy plays we're gonna cover here. Riot. So Riot, I want to explain a little bit of more background before talking further on this. So what has been with Riot here is that we have had this trend line, first of all, that we have been constantly finding support, and this is what I talked about with this green box. You are forming this confluence of the trend line that we might get a rebound, right? We got that rebound over here. We talked about it, right? So now, right, so this rebound, this is red line from the previous times I have put here, that there's a possibility it may go all the way up here. I'm going to get rid of this red line for now because I want to talk about other things first. Now what I want to show you is that green box, why that green box was so important, and its confluence with that this trend line is because this green box is where price has acted as a really good support on Riot so far, and previously it was the resistance here. And that's what makes this a really important level to watch, okay? Now let's go back to the daily interval and let's talk over here a couple of things more. So now if Riot, it's still in a technical uptrend, guys. We haven't lost a pivot. Yes, we are struggling. This was about to make another higher pivot here with this candle, but we sold off. But we are still in that lately higher pivots, okay? This is the higher pivot. Now, what is important for this continuation for the upside is we shouldn't break below the level of $12 for the reasons that we also have that 20 days moving average. Right now, it's selling off due to that 200 hours moving average, 200 days moving average, sorry. So we need to hold $12.08 for the continuation. If this long position was opened here, some profit should be taken already in the way up here. And that's why I say size in, size out position. And for further confirmation to the upside on the hourly interval, let's go there. We're still fine though. As I said, we have a higher pivot still. It's just that we don't want to be, staying too long in these lower pivots. Now, if it can break above $12.55 on Monday, yes, it's a good sign. If it rejects here, unfortunately, this might either go choppy or starts to go lower. But right now, yes, I do see a deeper pullback, but I'm not seeing a deeper sell-off. I'm not seeing a change of structure to the downside. I'm still seeing higher highs, higher lows. You can see there is this another trend line over here. So it's still in an uptrend, but as I said, if we lose $12.08, that's then a little bit of a problem. So we want to see keep going up, and then 200 hours moving average keep holding the support on Riot, okay? But yeah, the long play on this was already opened around this swing. I talked about it, that the breakout structure would be above the level of $11.59, and we got that. We got these plays, and I said that these are the levels to the upside you are watching for potential take profit targets. Also, these significant levels, intraday levels, all are marked by my indicators as well, guys. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video, okay? That's your Riot. So let's take a look at Microstrategy now and the final stock for the video. Now, this is interesting. Let's go to the daily interval. So this thing has been having tough time selling off, and it is still in an uptrend. Yes, we are seeing that cool off. It's a good cool off, but we are still in the uptrend. We are forming higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Nothing, nothing more than that, right? Like it's as I said, it's still bullish here. Now, how to trade it here? What is the play? Is there any play here, junior trader, you ask? So, well, junior trader would say that trade with the levels, but yes, this cool off that we got may mark the start of something, but on the daily, it's too early to say any start of something. We have to go to the hourly interval to talk more about it. Now, here's the thing, and this is going to be a little bit tricky one, guys, because we technically haven't broken 20 days moving average, right? You can see we are still above that, quite high up. It's at 1,531, $1,531 right now. So that is still somewhere here. This is the level 50, yeah, around this zone, right? Around this zone. Now, what it did though is this thing crashed straight to that 200 hours moving average and is trying to find support. This can be taken as an intraday play right now. And what is that intraday play? If it breaks $1,647, it's a downside play. Then you can trade it all the way to that zone of 20 days moving average. I'm expecting there's a likelihood there will be some choppiness here though, and this might go up again. And then we have to see that if it continues to hold this resistance at $1,817, because it technically has broken the structure and is looking to the downside. We have to see if this pullback comes, rebound comes in other words, and then we head lower. So that's something we need to be watching. So it's more like an intraday play. This is the levels to watch is definitely where it is right now. But as I said, there's 20 days moving average right underneath it here, right around 1531, which will come up somewhere here, 1550 by the time market opens. And due to the pre-market session also in place, right? And then I think even if we break, we'll have fight here of bulls and bears, and this might shoot up again. And then we'll have to see the rejection at 20 hours follow up, and or the higher trend line, and then we have to see if it breaks 20 days moving average. So I would say, to be on the safer side, watch the break of both 200 hours moving average and 20 days moving average. That's a bit of a safer bet. Something to also remember, whenever we have a steep slope coming in like this of any moving average, with these type of stocks, it's just not going to crack below, just simply. All right, that's what I'm saying. It's going to have a fight here, and then eventually it might touch down and then break. Okay, so be prepared for anything, but that's, you know, if you're a good trade, like a fast trader, you can also make some scalp moves into those areas of bulls versus bears fighting zone, battle zone, right? Cool. We do have this article here. Microstrategy short seller says it's overvalued. Yeah, there are so many things overvalued, but it doesn't mean that you just go and short them just because they're overvalued. We have to see the structure. Now, there is another argument that can be made on this, which, you know, people make, is that, oh, it's bearish divergence, it's a short play. Well, it's not. It's if you have been seeing my videos, you know that it's a bearish divergence in formation. It's not a confirmed bearish divergence. What do I mean by that? This thing can keep zigzagging here forever. I can show you 100 of stocks showing bearish divergence for 10 months and the price has been still going up, right? So you have to wait for the break of the structure. And in this case, I would say we are breaking the structure, but it's just right in the zone of battle zone. So I would say let the battle zone go through, and if it's if short seller says yep, it's overvalued, then at least just let that clean break happen, and then you can short it. But I would a little bit wait, and as I just showed you on the hourly intervals, of some of that extra confirmation. All right. Well, guys, that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, valuable, hit the like, subscribe, and with that, I'll see you in my next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.